We are Group 6, and we're going to be taking a look at the Disney case building billion-dollar franchises. I am Mitch.
I'm Kurt.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Sadia.
I'm Peyton.
And I'm Brian.
So Disney is the world's largest media company and has been for some time now. They've exceeded 60 billion in revenue in 2019 and are able to generate this revenue in various ways, such as television networks, cruise lines, streaming services. And since 2005, when Robert Iger took over as their CEO, Disney has been heavily pursuing growth by acquisition. They've purchased many media and tech companies in order to gain the rights in hopes of building billion-dollar franchises similar to Toy Story and Frozen. And many are wondering if this strategy will be profitable long-term and are eager to see what happens when the next CEO comes into office.
What type of corporate strategy is Disney pursuing, and what are the core competencies that are shared across its activities? Disney's corporate strategy is one of diversification and vertical integration. Disney tries to acquire other media companies so that it can share core competencies it has across all other activities. These core competencies include marketing, branding, and product extensions through toys and theme park rides on Disney's end, and others such as computer production from Pixar.
Why do you think Disney's acquisitions of Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm were so successful, while others such as Sony's acquisition of Columbia Pictures or New Corp's acquisition of MySpace were much less successful? Disney's acquisitions of Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm were so successful because they kept the creative side of each of these companies, which was their strong suit, and then they used Disney to distribute them. This helped them because Disney's strong suit was their distribution network, such as like their marketing and product extensions, and they already had a great reputation.
So whether or not Disney should pursue alternatives to acquisition based upon the build, borrow, buy framework, I'd say no, because the build, borrow, and buy framework. So the build portion was to either internal development, the borrow section was for strategic alliance, and the buy was to either acquire resources and capabilities. So because of the diversity of Disney and their activities that they offer, the business has been very successful in internal integration and development, while also making a profit for other various franchises in alliance with the company. So in addition, Disney has created a name for itself across the globe while flourishing financially. And so because of this, they have done this with the company's current acquisition strategy, which is why I think they should keep their current strategy.
And regarding if we think that focusing on these billion-dollar franchises is a good corporate strategy for Disney and some of the pros and cons. So as Disney's proven in the past, they are able to successfully locate franchises that they believe will be successful and turn them into billion-dollar franchises. This strategy works so well for Disney due to Disney already having a very well-established name prior to starting this strategy, as well as Disney making sure that the companies that they're taking over will be successful. So some of the benefits of this strategy include not having to make a new franchise from the ground up, being able to build off a pre-existing franchise, as well as knowing the purchase company will likely be successful. And on the other hand, some of the negatives include the large costs of purchasing these franchises, sometimes for over $10 billion, as well as the risk of a franchise falling out of relevance.
So for the overall case analysis, Disney has grown through several high-profile acquisitions, including Pixar since 2006, Marvel since 2009, and Lucasfilm, the creator of Star Wars, since 2012. These are all a part of the bigger picture and plan to reach the goal of building billion-dollar franchises that include movie sequels, park rides, and merchandise. When CEO Roger Ebert transformed Disney from producing around 30 movies to only making around 10 a year, he knew he wanted to focus on the franchises that will make him the most money, that begins with a big movie hit and are followed up with TV shows, theme park rides, video games, toys, and clothing that steadily drive in money for the company. Disney's success story is evidence of the accomplishments of a well-pursued strategy, showing that with the right individual as a leader and a supportive unified team, the company can be right at the top of success. It will not be all smooth sailing for Disney from here on out. They will still continue to have problems in some areas, but keeping up with the times and new trends is most likely the best solution to maintaining this billion-dollar franchise, especially once Iger retires.